Alright guys, I got Aries here. He is going to be used to show you how to flex the head neck on a horse, do a little bit of flag work at the very beginning, and then a little bit of lariat work at the very beginning, how to desensitize a horse to it. So he's a 3-year-old born in captivity Mustang, and he's done some of this, so he should be pretty good at it, but as you can see, he's a little distracted, so it might work out for a good training video for you. If you like these videos, make sure you subscribe and share them, and let me know what else you want for videos. So he's obviously a little excited, so we're going to start with flexing the head and neck because I need him to join up with me. I'm not going to warm him up like I did yesterday. I'm just going to go straight into flexing the head and neck. I want him to be focused on me. So first off, if he's moving around and walking, Auntie, I want you to hold your rope next to the withers. Don't let him bite you. If you try, use your elbow and pop him in the nose. Don't get angry about it. Okay? And you're going to flex it until he stops moving, and then you're going to release it. Once you release the pressure, that's the reward. And make sure when you're starting with the new horse, you're staying next to them, because if they do kick you, it's going to hurt less. Okay? I'm going to reposition him so he's a little bit closer in here. And you guys can see this. Alright, so we're still flexing. So I've never wrapped the rope around your hand. I've got it to my thumb and my pointer finger. And I'm just going to bring him up to his head here. Let him relax. The key to flexing the head neck is you don't want them to turn their head sideways when they turn in. And they're naturally going to brace against it. That's fine. That's why you use a halter with knots in it for pressure points. And then when he's being soft like he is here, just let it go. I want him to put his head down afterwards. I want him to be more relaxed. When I'm ready, I'm going to bring it up. We're going to use the littlest amount of pressure to get him to come across. Now I learned different methods. Buck Brandeman has it where he only comes to 90 degrees roughly with the shoulder, otherwise he considers that natural and cause issues. Every trainer I've had bring it and hold it here to create that bond so they're with you. You just got to find what works for you. So he's not really paying attention to me. Essentially, he's just doing it out of habit. I want him to be keyed into me, like that. And I want to barely touch it if I can. Otherwise, I'm going to bump it. So we keep moving. It's not what we want. Ah, boy. Oh, boy. Stay with me. With a new horse, take it slow and smooth. Apply the pressure scale. A little bit of pressure, and more pressure. So he's starting a little bit of an attitude right now, so he makes that forward. He hasn't been worked a lot this winter. We'll get more rides on him this summer and spring. And basically what I'm trying to do today is just get him ready to go because it's going to be time. So I don't like where his head at is here. I want it picked up and I want it turned. It's a little low for me. But I am happy that he just breathed out and was relaxing a little bit more. I'm going to see if I can't just barely touch his head. Yeah, there we go. Nice. So that's really good. You want it, if you can do it with 2 fingers and you're just barely tugging on it and they give to you, that's good. So he's down. He knows I want him now. I'm bringing it up. So the key is to make sure you come over, above the withers. As you pull, you can do a hard pull at first if they really don't know what's going on, or some light bumping, and then up the pressure for bumping. Remember that pressure scale? Basically ask, tell, make, but more gentle. And so in this case, I'm literally asking, and he's giving it to me. Now, I don't necessarily like that his head's a little bit too sideways. I used to like that stuff, but as I've learned, but he's bringing his head up. And then make sure when they do come around, if they want to be curious in you and stay with you, that's fine, but don't let them bite you. If they try to bite you, just bop them with your elbow, but don't get angry about it, okay, guys? Now, I've done it both sides. He's a little bit more relaxed. He's paying attention to me. I'm going to go the opposite way. It's the same thing. Stand next to the horse. And this one might be a little confusing to him because they're used to being aside. And look at that. That's a good one. That was perfect. I barely had to touch that. So I'm going to bring it up. A little bit of a bump. That's nice. And he's probably going to turn around, which is fine. So you're going to do the same thing. Again, to stay in one spot. You just want him to come over. I'm barely touching it. A little bit at a time. I want a little bit more. There you go. And then make sure you pet him, love on him. Tell him, hey, you did a great job, bud. Yes, you did. For being out for 6 weeks and being an ornery little Mustang, pretty good. If you like these videos, make sure you hit subscribe and share. I also would recommend that you go to the masters for this. This is where I learned it from. Somebody like Buck Brannaman, Monty Roberts. They're well known, and Buck Brannaman, you can go out at his clinics for like $30 a day. Wonderful clinics. I've been to them. Otherwise, find a trainer in your area that follows one of their styles. Hope you have a good day.